We've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news at Paul Brown Stadium. That's where we're at here in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
Mike spot four. Mike spot four. Hey, check, check.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready.
From the gun to give to Mixon. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Go. Shoot.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Ready.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Go! 390! Let's go, Mexico! 52!
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hey, Haywood!
Throwing on 2nd down. Luck, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Now it's Love. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Strong right. Hey, Orbit.
Right there.
Here's Locke. Finding room inside the 40. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a 1st carry for Lamar Miller. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, shoot.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Deuce.
Reggie.
Watch the twins. Wall.
Throwing his long. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way, like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Switch gears.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
Protein spill.
On 4th down, Locke. Open man is Sims. He's got it. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll fake it. Now Locke. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got.
11 feet. 5.
50. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check 3. Alert 3. Tighten up. Check the backer. Check.
Hey, check.
Here's Locke. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
50's the mark.
Hey, Delta. Strong right.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Throwing on third down. Luck. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
12.
On first down, it's Long. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, box truck. 11.
Watch the curl, watch the curls.
Love. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Texans take over first and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I'm coming. Check.
Go ahead.
Watch the eye. Switch it. Come on, switch.
Go.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Reggie. D-line, get that quarterback.
Check 20.
On.
Check safety. Shift.
To throw is Locke. Under pressure, and down he goes. Locke is sacked. Carl Lawson, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones, he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Check nickel.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Set, ready? 15, line it. 15 line.
54. And here we go. Right
Now.
On second down, here's Mixon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Come on, set. 10-2 saw.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
6-6, pull it high.
Catch it.
Five.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Down. 8 read.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Throwing Jones. And that is going to be incomplete. Or it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
High 7.
On first down, Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Another try after the first down sack. Luck. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Charles, what a slacker. 5 sacks last week. Took him all the way to the second quarter to get one here in this one.
And just think about all the planning that went into this game to try and keep him from getting to the quarterback. After one quarter, maybe they exhaled and thought, hey, we've got this. Oh, no, you don't. You got to come up with another plan, more looks, maybe even more bodies to keep him out of the backfield.
Looking downfield for Godwin. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Jones now. Going to throw again. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On third down, Jones. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 14th touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now a first down throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
John Wright. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. 11 V. Check 55.
Go.
Check 55 to Mike. I'm trying to collect. 12. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike 5.
Hey, Wahoo!
Come to Wild World. We want to.
Throwing on second and long. Luck. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
12. Hey, Haywood!
Eat. We got double up. Check 24. Check.
12. Hey, check.
Motion. Mike, 55.
Out of the gun. Luck. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
25 yards. And the Texans first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Let's go, Mexico!
Check 55, Mike. Get him. Kill. Check 37. Check
Reggie.
Lucky. Watch the safety creep. Check 90.
From the gun, here's Love. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Luck now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's first and 10.
Let's get smooth. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Come up the ball. Hey, check Mike.
Luck throwing again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Matchbox lights.
Go ahead. Check. Crunch. 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 Back. 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 Under 10. Reggie. Check your hot read. Kill. Hey, turn it up. On. Watch it. A little flare. SOS. Hey, check. Switch.
Now Luck. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big-time play there for the Texans. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike's 50. I'm coming.
Strong right.
Kill. No. Off.
49. Check 49. Go ahead.
Out.
A shotgun snap for Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Reggie.
Jim. Motion.
Luck now to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one good for 26 and a first down. Luck now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
Let's go, D. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike.
Now Luck. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Single. Hey, check. Number 5. And we heavy on the edges. On. Watch twist. Check 50. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check 52.
March 50, March 50, March 50. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Again, Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
4 down, check. 4 down.
5.
50, Mike 50. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. Hey,
Check.
50. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Down right.
Check back.
To the air again. Locke eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Shit. Deuce.
Go ahead.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Wide. Get wide. Kill.
Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50, huh?
Here we go, D.
Reggie.
Here I come again.
They snap it to Locke. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Check Mike.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready. 60 or. Mike 54. And watch that.
Back to Mixon on first down. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 43.
Fair. Lead River.
On second down, Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Block 54. Rip left. Hey, switch gears.
On first down, Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Set the tone, defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Hey, Delta. Right there.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now a handoff looking right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Hey, check. Check the backer.
Check.
11Z.
Watch the ship.
They are going for it. It's locked. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready to break. 41 Mike.
Watch the run.
Hey, box truck. Ready.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready? 50, plant.
Come on.
Hey.
Now Joe Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Mike, 54. Here we go.
Now Jones. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's third and goal.
He's coming, double up. 12.
Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Tight end right. We got
Topper.
Watch the edge. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hey, Alpha. Snap.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep, and that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready.
Jones to throw on third down. Flush to his right. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Let's go, baby.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
55. Go ahead. Check 26, check 26. Check safety, check safety. Shift. Slam. Check 4, check 4. Reggie.
Here's Locke. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Watch the on. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check nickel. Switch. Hatchet. Hey, check. Safe.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, seam 6. All day. Crown right. Come. Whip. Go ahead. Watch the whip. Check 3. Check 31. Reggie. No.
Back to the air. Locke on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carlos Dunlap. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
675. Tight down. There you go. 11. 55. Mark on 55. Bring it on. Hey, check 24. Hey, check.
Off of play action. Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Cincinnati, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Texans,